Welcome back to the Chelsea Fans Channel for the Palace Preview Part 2, where we pick our team. Now, it's a new year, and that's got to mean a new formation. We'll go through the whys and why nots afterwards, but I'll kick us off. In goal, got to be Courtois, number one. Back line, Rory, I'm going to go to you.
I think you're absolutely right. Courtois definitely has to play. That's one of the best saves I've ever seen. That save at Old Trafford.
Man United.
So I think that absolutely Courtois, no doubt, and let's hope he can keep up that level of performance. That was incredible. For the back line, going to go left back is Cesar Azpilicueta. Moving across, it's John Terry, joined by Kurt Zouma, joined by Branislav Ivanovic. I think that is the perfect defence. So
yeah, I think to be fair, like I said, we can't do anything about the left and the right of our defence because it is what it is. But Zouma has to play over Cahill purely because of the fact that, like I said in part one, Crystal Palace have a lot of pace, and Zouma is the sort of player that can provide that for Chelsea, if any of them can. Yeah. So he's an absolute must for me, and I'm pretty confident about those four.
Yeah, happy with that back line, Ed?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Ads, going into the midfield, let them have it.
So on the left, I'm going to have Matic. In the middle, I'll have Mikel. And on the right, I'll have the man himself, Ramirez, the game changer.
So there's our change of formation. We've got three in the mid. And what's your thoughts behind that? Why do you think we need to pack the midfield out?
Because sometimes we can see goals, but I think it would do good if we had three holding midfielders.
Mm-hmm. And we've got people like Kabay, haven't we, to keep an eye on? And I think if he gets on the ball too regularly in the game, it's going to spell trouble for us. So I think three, defensive-minded, good tacklers in the middle of the park is what we need.
Yeah. As well.
Our three holding midfielders could close Kabay down.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Mikel, I think, I've always been quite critical of him. I've always said I don't know whether to bring him on normally when we're winning the game and we want to then just, shut up shop. But however, he has played very well in the past couple of games, and I do feel like him, and that'll give Matic and Ramirez
a bit more freedom.
Yeah, a bit more freedom to do whatever they want. And Ramirez, obviously, as we know, is a very quick. He's like a little what's the insect I'm looking at?
Yeah,
Snappy. Or what you want to say.
But do you know what? Going into this game, it's important to remember as well and acknowledge Crystal Palace's brilliance. They're doing really well this season, and us packing the midfield is a testament to that.
Yeah.
We have a tendency this year to be beaten, so we have to do all we can. Obviously, we want to win the game, and obviously, I actually think we will. But our first priority has to be not to get beat.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I think at the moment, like I said, teams don't fear us, and to be honest, that's because we put out the same team more or less every single week.
They know how to play against us.
Yeah. Exactly, maybe if we change the formation to something that we haven't had before, haven't had for quite a long time, it could
inject
do some
something
damage.
different.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so moving slightly further forward.
Yeah, so we've got our three holding midfielders. Soph, who are in front of them?
So then we've got Willian and Hazard, and I've chosen them over Oscar and Pedro because obviously Willian has been our best player so far, and he, if any player, could do some serious damage.
Yeah.
And if anything, he is on the same level as a lot of the top flight teams this season. So he's definite. And then Hazard actually has been on great form as well. I didn't think trying to put him up front at Manchester United was the best because I don't think that's what his job is. I don't think he does that well. He is the sort of person that can dribble it into outside of the box and then pass it in. That's what his job is. But if he's the one who's waiting for the ball, we can't do any of that.
I completely agree, Seth. It's a very thankless task playing
He
centre
works
forward.
hard.
He was dead on his feet. He was dead on his feet at the end, and he came over to the away support and he gave us a really good reception, which was nice. Really nice to see, actually.
Yeah.
But I think it's so thankless playing there. He had Smalling constantly all over him, kicking him to bits. Yeah. It's so difficult to play that position when you're
not a natural number 9.
Exactly, and he's not a centre forward. Hazard should be playing facing the play, not with his back to goal. Absolutely. He needs to be sort of have the ball at his feet to go forward.
Yeah.
So, but I think he did brilliantly. I think you're absolutely right. He deserves his place there. Do you agree with that, Jack?
Absolutely, yeah. And I think talking about classic number 9s, we need our classic number 9 on form, don't we, Soph? We missed him against Man United.
We did, yeah.
Hazard, if anything, should be the one supplying the centre forward,
Absolutely.
not the one who should be centre forward.
Yeah.
I agree. And what do you think about Costa up front? Is that something you're happy to see again?
Yeah, I hope we get to see that because he scored 2 last weekend again. On Boxing Day against Watford. So if he can keep that up, then I'd love to see Costa up front.
Are we starting to see a glimmer, of the old Costa?
Hopefully.
Yes,
yeah,
good
hopefully.
good answer.
And what do you think to this new formation overall? Are you happy with this Christmas tree type thing?
Definitely. I think Willian and Hazard can supply Costa.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm happy with that. And hopefully, I don't know if Remy will be back in time for the Palace game because obviously he's been injured. But hopefully, if he is, he'll be a really good substitute to have on the bench anyway to bring on. So we'll just have to wait and see till we get to that bit anyway.
Okay.
But.
Absolutely. And let's have your predictions. Rory?
I'm going to go 3-1 to Chelsea.
Go on. Adam?
2-1 to Chelsea.
Oh, I think they'll get a goal. Could be I'm going to go 3-2.
I'm going to go 4-1. Sod you, Palace.
Right,
right, come on you Blues.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Everyone.